In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 18, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Hawks vs. Boston Celtics. Game 2 of the first-round matchup between the 7-seed Atlanta Hawks and the 2-seed Boston Celtics takes place on Tuesday night. In Game 1, the Celtics won 112-99 at home, covering the 10-point spread as favorites. Jaylen Brown led the way for the Celtics with 29 points and 12 rebounds in the win. Boston won all 3 regular season matchups against the Hawks and is now 4-0 on the season against them. The Hawks are 4-9 against the spread in their last 13 road games and 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The Celtics are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 home games and 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The over is 4-1 in Hawks' last 6 overall. The over is 7-3 in Celtics' last 10 Tuesday games. The Hawks are 0-5 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Boston and 0-6 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. Atlanta will be playing with a sense of desperation. They do not want to go down 2-0 in this series. Boston may be overconfident coming into this one, as they won the first game with relative ease. Statistics will typically regress back to the mean, and I do not expect Atlanta to shoot 5-29 from 3 again. Everyone other than Capela, who plays major minutes, can shoot from the outside, so expect them to connect on more long-range shots this game. Trae Young is unlikely to score 10 points below his average again. Marcus Smart is an excellent defender, but Boston's switching defensive style will create different matchups for Young with a simple ball screen. I talked about how Boston dominated the boards, but that task becomes easier when the other team misses 24 threes. The Boston Celtics blowing the doors off here again would surprise nobody, as they're the better, more balanced team, and the Hawks don't play a lick of defense. However, the Hawks have to compete if they're going to put up a fight this series, and this is just the 3rd time this season they're double-digit underdogs. Also, the Celtics are 8-10 against the spread as double-digit favorites. Lots of points for a playoff game that includes a desperate team. Atlanta needs a strong performance to stay alive, and getting 10 points is too many to pass up. So the Atlanta Hawks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Hawks only scored 44 points in the loss on Saturday and just 99 for the game. That led to an easy under and the inevitable drop in the total for Game 2. In a more competitive contest, you have to think that we are going to see more scoring, because that is the best way for the Hawks to push Boston. They were just dreadful shooting the ball in the opener, but during the season were able to average a lot more points against the Celtics. I can see them getting more like 110 in Game 2, and Boston will likely pour in plenty. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Knicks vs. Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers play host to the New York Knicks on Tuesday night in a Game 2 showdown from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The Knicks got by on the road in Game 1, coming away with the 101-97 win, as Game 2 expects to be just as exciting. New York has won 4 of 5 between the two teams this season, including 4 in a row, though Cleveland isn't the type to back down from a challenge this season. With Tuesday night's slate looking loaded, this is one that fans will want to be sure to tune in for. The Knicks are 37-15 against the spread in their last 53 road games and 5-2 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. The Cavaliers are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 home games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The over is 4-1 in Knicks' last 5 games playing on 2 days rest. The under is 4-1 in Cavaliers' last 5 overall. The Knicks are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Cleveland and 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings. The Knicks are still missing Isaiah Roby and they have Josh Hart listed as doubtful, while the Cavaliers are still without Dylan Windler. Donovan Mitchell scored 38 of his team's 97 points Saturday night as the Cavaliers fell in Game 1. Darius Garland scored 17 points, but Evan Mobley struggled for most of the night, only scoring 8 points on 4 of 1 3 shooting. The Knicks have dominated the Cavs in the postseason, winning all 3 previous playoff series. Cleveland also struggled during the year against the Knicks, losing their last 4. They mustered only 97 points Saturday, but I believe they will bounce back in this game and come away with the win at home. The Cleveland Cavaliers should be favored and should win, as they can't expect to realistically win this series if dropping the first 2 games at home. However, the Knicks have thrived in this role all season long, especially on the road, where they're 27-14-1 against the spread. The Knicks are covering 69.8% of their last 53 road games. New York will be gritty enough to keep it close, as I anticipate another closely played game. Look for the Cavs to set the tone early with Allen and Mobley inside. So the New York Knicks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The lack of scoring depth was evident for Cleveland in the first matchup over the weekend, and they know that they'll need to find a way to slow things in the rematch. The more they can put their defense, which is one of the best in the league, on the forefront, the more success they'll find. For New York, they'll certainly miss Hart in his scoring, while defense has been a focus of their group as well. Expect this one to be a low-moving game, especially with so much at stake for both teams. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers vs. Phoenix Suns. The Suns will host Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs against the Clippers on Tuesday, April 18th. The Clippers defeated Phoenix in Game 1 as Kawhi Leonard went off for the team. It was the 7th straight playoff loss for Kevin Durant dating back to 2021. The Clippers look to keep the momentum riding high as the 2 teams take the floor. Looking at the betting trends, the Clippers are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 conference quarterfinals games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 road games against a team with a home record above .600. The Suns are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team with a winning record, 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 conference quarterfinals games, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games following a loss. Head-to-head, the under is 6-2 in the last 8 meetings overall, and the Clippers are 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Phoenix. The Clippers are still missing Paul George, while the Suns are keeping an eye on Cameron Payne, who is questionable for this one. The Clippers now hold home court advantage in the series, and they would love to double down and take a 2-0 lead back to Los Angeles, but the Suns know that they just had a poor game and there is just so much room for improvement. Durant went quiet in the second half of Game 1, and I just don't see that happening again. Not for the second straight home game. The Phoenix Suns should be big favorites at home, where this is pretty much a must-win after dropping Game 1. However, the Clippers and free points are hard to turn down given Kawhi is on the floor, and you can argue their depth is better than the Suns. The Los Angeles Clippers will be underdogs of 7 or more points for just the 5th time this season, and they managed to win Game 1 despite Westbrook doing nothing scoring-wise. There is too much on the line for the Suns to get the win here, and I think they get the job done, but the line is just hefty enough for me to back the Clippers to hang around. So the Los Angeles Clippers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The total in Game 1 finished just shy of 225.5. The Suns' bench was virtually non-existent on Sunday, while Westbrook had a terrible shooting night. The law of averages would suggest better shooting nights all around in Game 2. Even without Paul George available, both these teams have elite scorers. Before finishing a half point under the total in the opener, the Clippers went over in their previous 4 games and in 8 of their last 9. The Suns had gone over in 4 of their last 5. Additionally, the Clippers are the 17th ranked defense in the NBA, and I think Kevin Durant is going to be much more aggressive now that the Suns are down. I'm expecting a higher scoring affair in Game 2. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.